Hey guys, I'm back. I didn't get around to the, sorry. Wait, you freaking out again? I didn't get around to doing the Templar mission, see if it was really freaking out on us. I was busy streaming for a randomizer of Pokemon Emerald on my brother's PC. And towards the end of it, the stream crashed, so I'm just hopping off of that and going onto this as a means of, I guess you could call it satiating my thirst to record for people. Anyway, you're probably going to see that up tomorrow, because I have to work on it. Something's wrong. I can't seem to figure out how to play the recordings. But I never worked with a Dell laptop before, so that should be obvious. Anything new here? No. Anything new here? No. I do hear something, though. Probably around... You can hear it, too, right? It's not one of those I'm going crazy moments. There it is. You have a feather above you. I didn't even get near it. So yeah, I'm doing a randomizer of Pokemon Emerald. Currently I have a Duskull named Reaper, I think you can tell why from my name, which was my starter Pokemon, and a Nincada named Bug, which I let the chat name. So, blame them. I tried to catch a Bulbasaur, that failed. And Wally has a Magikarp, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Why do I feel like there's something over here, when I already have the thing over here? I have to go all the way over there.
Don't let them get away.
There's a guy backing up. You gonna fall? Okay, good. Don't fall. Don't fall. Right there. That guy just clipped out. Alright, we're gonna actually do some real missions this time. No more side objectives. Alright, so, yeah, I've been back before where I had to go into another room and away from the Wii U. I said that there was a Smash Brothers match going on between 4 guys, and at the end of it I was going to say who won. Well, this time, place your bets. You've got Dr. Mario, you've got Palutena, you've got Roy, and Ryu. So there are your 4 options. I'm going to take the dark one. And I'm going to ride. For the record, I'm just going to say either Roy or Ryu is going to win. It's not a professional thing. That's just my opinion. I know how I said I was going to do some actual missions this time, but there is one tomb that I still want to go into. The Auditore Family Crypt. Of course, can't go any further. I jump off. The reason why I want to do the Auditore Family Crypt is because it's got some interesting backstory on the characters. And I really like to go through it. So bear with me for a few minutes, and then we'll go on to an actual mission. I swear. I'm not going to waste your time again like I did last time. Last time was stupid of me. What's this? I didn't know this was up here. I legitimately did not know that was there. Alright, so here it is. Big, you can't really miss it. Strange symbol, though. It's like two halves of a crest. Two separate two halves of two separate crests. Rats. And dead people. Alright, so we're going to learn some things. First things first, go around the tomb, and I was raised in a small house by the Venetian lagoon, within sight of the rough foam-capped waves of the sea. When I was barely old enough to walk, I became a sailor navigating the Atlantic, first as an apprentice, then while carrying cargo for my father's patron, Messer Marco Polo. It was a good life. 1296. Sorry, ancestor. Nope. 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 How am I supposed to... Run up this way, and then I don't jump backwards. I hate this. Alright. How am I supposed to... Let's try this again. There we go. Just need a bit more running start. Yeah, this isn't creepy at all. Something over here. Another one. Ashore! One day while ashore in the harbor looking for work, I fell in love. She was barely 20, but when I looked into her eyes, the whole world was reflected back, clearer and brighter than the sun. After that, I still went to sea, but my heart remained on land with the girl who had become my wife and our young son. Your wife became your young son? That's sort of weird. This is one afternoon that summer. Messer Polo called me into his study. My father was already there, beside an older man dressed in a strange hooded cape, watching us. At that moment, everything about my life changed. My father told me he was an assassin. Removing his ring, he showed me a strange marking on his finger, explaining that our family came from an ancient order that protected and defended mankind. He paused, and then, when I didn't speak, Messer Polo stepped forward. He told me that the stranger in the hood would teach me, and in return, I would carry him across the Mediterranean to Spain. And so began my apprenticeship with Dante Alighieri, of all people. One that was to destroy every bit of happiness I would ever have. Well, yeah, the author of The Inferno, also known as the Divine Comedy, would do that. Alright, so these are really horrible. I hate these missions. These crypts tend to have a... You have to go through all this in a certain time. And it starts right now. This is not something that you want to do with a Mac. This is something you want to do with a controller. First try. Never did that before in my life. So that's just going to close behind us. See? And now we have this. A mentor. In preparation for our voyage, Messer Alighieri met with me repeatedly. At first, our meetings were about purchasing supplies, but soon they became about higher things, about life, love, honor, and justice. He taught me that society was set up in such a way as to control its members, to stop us from thinking, from seeing. Soon, I could look past all the laws and illusions. I understood that mankind was being used by its rulers, that we, the people, deserve freedom! Okay, Braveheart. It was then that Dante began showing me pages from a book Messer Polo had brought back from the palace of the great Genghis Khan. The manuscript, the codex, was about our order, the assassins. That's brilliant. Sorry. So now we have to do all this. Splash. Yeah, that thing's deeper than you can dive, so you do have to run there. And now comes, if I can interact. Please let me interact. I have no idea which way I'm supposed to go. I was not paying attention. Come on. I'm already running out of time. The treasure chest, though. I don't have time for it. No, 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 no! That was so close. Our planned voyage never took place. While returning to Ravenna, to pick up the remainder of his belongings, Dante died. Dismayed by the loss of my mentor, I went to inform my father and Messer Polo of the sad news. Before I could even speak, I was ushered into the study. My father, his face white, locked the door behind me. Shocked, I listened in silence as he spoke. Dante intended to take the Codex to Spain, where he'd be safe, but he was being watched. The enemy of the assassins, the Knights Templars, still exist. I recalled the stories he had told me of the Templars, and it all became clear. Dante had been murdered. The Templars knew about the Codex, and they knew about us. Shaking, my father told me to take the Codex and leave for Spain at once with my wife and child. And now comes the next part. You see why I wanted this? This is really not his backstory. I can always get through this part just fine, but I always fail at the final wall jump. Come on. Gotta just keep holding the forward button. Holy crap, I did it in my first try. At sea, we set sail at night, the ship filled with cargo to sell at the markets in Barcelona. At first, all was well. Then, to avoid a coming storm, we laid anchor in the Otranto harbor. Cloaked in darkness, the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already boarding my ship. I hid with my family in the hold. Pulling out the Codex, I ran the worn leather cover through my hands. Then, I broke the spine. The pages slid silently to the floor. I scattered them into the chests, boxes, and containers I was carrying to market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on their breath. When they asked for the Codex, I knew who had sent them. Nope. Holding back my rage, allergies. Holding back my rage, I said that I had thrown it overboard. They started to laugh. The two held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut off my wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo and sunk my ship, and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. Like Rose and Jack. Ha ha ha. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed up on shore the next morning with the tide. This is where it gets good, folks. Now, this is the one I don't like. Luckily, this is also the last one. Unfortunately for me, I get hung up on everything. See what I mean? Where the heck am I? Well, I lost. Let's try it again, folks. I love stories in games. I'm not really a fan of... If a game has good gameplay, all power to it. But if a game has a really nice story, all the gameplay If the game has a really bad story, all the gameplay in the world's going to not work. Which is what the problem was with Destiny for the Year 1 expansion. Although I wish that they didn't do this freaking thing. There we go, finally. Come on, move, 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 move. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You see what my problem is with this one? For some reason, Ezio does not run or jump. Ever. Let's try again. Also, I do like the nice shine on the character model when he gets wet. Like the leather-bound clothes are actually getting wet. I gotta do this perfectly now. Because of that little hung up. Come on. There we go. A new name. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room, then visited the bank. I had memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I now had at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to find my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead. From that moment forward, I collected treatises on architecture. I studied the classics and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditore, impersonating a noble at the Florentine court. Accepted as one of their own, I took on the trappings of nobility and constructed this villa for me and my son. And then I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, to find the Codex, and to kill Templars. Together we would regain the honor of my wife and avenge the death of my father. 2 debts that could never, be repaid. To the auditor that reads this, remember that you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You are one of the people. Avenge us. That's why I love this crypt. It's excellent storytelling. Well worth it. And this is the second reason why it's well worth it. Free treasure. Anyway. So that was that. That's the story of, I'm thinking, either his grandfather or his great-grandfather. Whichever one they said set up the villa. And how he taught his children the ways of the assassin order. Okay, that's actually kind of cold. Hang on. Is that the last one? Yeah. Okay, that's the last one. So now we can go. The family crypt has been explored. I have 12 minutes. I'm going to go do a mission. Paying respects. I am a sucker for storytelling. That was impressive for something that you have to read, but that is an amazing tale. Especially when you get into it the way I was. Right, now we have to run all the way back around the building. I think this is the long way. Or the short way. I'm not really sure. It's full. But luckily we're going to get 4,000 florins. And a surprise treasure chest. I should really just use the tissues right here. Excuse me. Garbage can. This is a professional setup. Using a MacBook Pro designed for an art major. Not a gaming PC or anything. Should really plug this thing in because look at what's happening. You're maybe dropping frames again soon. There's my charger. Oh, that could have been the reason why the stream crashed. The Ethernet fell out. This love and absence is for you guys. I don't want to drop in frames on us again. What have you got? I don't really want to spend too much on paintings. Do I need any medicine? Yes, I do.
Soon feel mine.
Before I do anything with you, I'm going to pick up the money. And then invest it. I know I said that I was going to do something regarding the story. I am doing something regarding the story. Don't worry. I will not stop this recording until after I do a mission. Just because I want to get something done. Alright, so we have 13,000. Let's reopen the mines. The church. $2,500, 3,000, 7,000, 5,000. The bank. And the well. There. Now we have almost everything open, except the brothel. We'll drop off the feathers. We'll drop off the codex pages. I want to hang on to the seals. And then we'll get on with the mission.
Come in, come in. To what do we owe the honor?
Now watch this. Do you see a map anywhere? No? What if I were to do this? Take everything. Like any puzzle, you start with the edges. Can you start to see the map? I think you do. This could really go either way. I think it's supposed to go this way. So, are you now seeing the map? That last one may be wrong. We have 16 out of 30. Not bad. Alright, let's speak with our uncle.
Been sent from Firenze by Il Magnifico to attend to some unfinished business. Looking for Jacopo de Pazzi.
Ah, who isn't? We've been at it for days.
I'm pretty sure he isn't.
Will help us both. The least of his co-conspirators. One of them will talk before he dies.
Excellent. These men are sure to lack Jacopo's resources, which means it will be easier to find. I will put my scouts to it at once.
I appreciate the help, Uncle. Got something else for you as well. More codex pages.
Ah, let's see what we can learn. What is this? What prophet?
What did you find, Uncle?
Just another damn mystery. The text here roughly translates to only the prophet may open it. There's reference to 2 pieces of Eden, but these pages offer no answers, devotee. At least, not on their own. You must find more.
We'll have to save it for another day, Uncle. I have a mission to attend to.
As you wish. Now, If you hope to defeat these bastardi, I will need to teach you a few things. Meet me on the practice field.
Sure thing. Let's fight.
All right, Edson. You're familiar with counterattacking. But what happens when your enemy is as well?
I don't usually give them the opportunity.
Tough talk offers little protection against Templar steel.
And by all means, Maestro, teach me what to do.
Now
I can't do anything.
Be your destroyer and join the ride down to hell.
Okay, so I'm locked on.
Bene,
All right.
Now do it again. Much better. One last time now.
So that's dodging. I really want to punch him. Come on. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. There we go.
Let's see it another time.
Why is it working now? But not earlier. There's a sword right at the feet. Okay, it's gone. No, it's still there. I can just pick it up. I don't need yours. There's two swords.
Once again, you exceed my expectation.
Signore, we found Jacopo's men, and they wait your word to strike.
Relay the following. No man moves until they have spoken with Ezio. Intesi?
It will be done.
Go, Ezio. Visit with my mercenaries in the countryside. See if Jacopo's lackeys will lead you to him. But be careful. They will be expecting you.
Yes, well, I'm already out of time, so I'm just going to keep doing stuff around here. Sorry again. But we learned to dodge and disarm. Not bad. I'm going to go see if I can get a better weapon. Of course, I don't really have the money for it. I guess I can always try and find the statues and other cache around here. There's one up there. These statues actually do something. That's Mars. Pluto is over there. Can't tell they're Roman in origin. Actually super excited because I actually have a book about mythology. I'm a fan of the Percy Jackson series. I got the new one today. Well, not today, but like 3 days ago. But my dad's been hoarding it because he likes the series as well. So, yeah, I started reading it. Hey, a feather. Hey, a statue. You can see when the brightness goes down. The brightness is actually kind of blinding. Diana. I just want to hurt something. Ugh, the frame rate. Anyway, so that you can only hear it, but you can't see it. Thing, because it's right up there. So what we have to do is we climb up here. And once we reach here, we back eject, as it's called, over here. Then we teleport. 50 seconds for the smash match. I think I'm gonna make that a running thing. Like whenever I'm using the Wii U as a timer, I'm going to.
I'm sure you did not mean any offense.
I'm going to use Smash Brothers, of course, since it has its own timer setting through the timed matches. And I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna say, like, place your bets on who's gonna win the match. I'll tell you the names of the fighters, They're all using the same custom map that I'm using. But it looks better when it's zoomed out. So yeah. Like, at the end of the match, I'll tell you who won. Speaking of, time! Palutena, of course. When doesn't she win? I don't even have Smash Balls on. It's just a flat-out fight. Alright. I don't know where the other statues are, honestly. So, I think we're just gonna put them down. Place the ones that I have. This is what they're for. One, I have 2 statuettes. I've got 1. This is for the Mars and Venus sections. I think this is the Jupiter Hera. Or Diana Apollo. Diana Apollo. Then that means this one's Jupiter and Hera. And then the other one's Pluto and Poseidon. And Neptune, I mean. So this is Jupiter and Minerva. Jupiter, Hera. Minerva. No, there's Athena. I don't have the statues. But I do have Pluto. And Neptune. So, this happens. Secret cache. 2,000. So that's going to happen every single time I place both correct statues on their pedestals. So, yeah, that's that. I don't see any others at the right moment. I did not know this was up here, honestly. Huh. I think I'm going to go for a nice majestic shot for the thumbnail. Holy crap, that's bright, and I just killed myself. I did not. There we go. Come on. There's your thumbnail, everyone. So, yeah, that's that. I'm going to end it here. It's been nice seeing you all. I'll catch you in the next part. And goodbye.